What's up, YouTube fam? So in this video, I'm gonna be showing you a beginner flexibility routine that you yourself can do at home or anywhere, at a hotel or anywhere. The keys to this routine is it's very simple, but we need to make sure our bodies are warmed up first because I don't want you to pull anything or tear any muscles or anything like that. So it's recommended that you at least warm up for 5 minutes, either on the treadmill, go for a walk, run, the bike, something, or you can just come out of a hot shower, which is what I do, and I stretch first thing in the morning after my hot shower. So when your muscles are warm, they're kind of like a rubber band. They're more pliable, they stretch further. But when your muscles are cold, they're very rigid and stiff, which then can cause a pull or a tear, which is what we don't want, all right? So if you're new to stretching, I know it's a lot, you see all the videos on social media, but if you're new to stretching, I would suggest maybe 2 or 3 times a week, do 30-second holds. And then over time, you'll just increase the volume and the frequency. These movements right here, they're very basic. They're nothing fancy. I don't even know all these fancy names for them. I know what muscles they stretch, and it works for me. And man, I can attest to it makes a huge difference in my daily, movement and my lifestyle. I know this is kind of tedious, but it really pays off in everyday life, everyday life routines, if that makes sense. Bending over to pick up something or stretching this way, you don't always have to worry about getting injured. So with that being said, let's get started. It's gonna be a full body routine, so I'm gonna have one stretch for every body part. Okay, so first off, we're gonna start with the adductor muscles, which is right here. Usually what I do, and I think this is called like a butterfly move. So I bring my feet in and I put my hands in front of my toes. Some people can put their feet right here. I can't, not yet. But right here, so you're gonna feel a stretch right here in the adductor muscles. This is gonna help with just, squats and, I do Muay Thai training and kickboxing, so I'm trying to get my kicks higher. So that's why I do this one. So like I said, put your hands over your toes. I want you to put your chest up and your back straight, okay? And I want you to keep your core tight. And then these are slowly gonna go down over time throughout the 30 seconds, if that makes sense. So you can push if you want, but I don't recommend it if you're just starting out. Put your hands in front, chest up, and then kind of lean forward, and then just hold that for 30 seconds and keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. So I'm not gonna do the whole 30. I'm just gonna show you the form for every exercise this video. I'm not gonna hold you too long. So right there, chest up, and then you'll slowly start to feel them go lower and lower and lower as they get more flexible and more mobile. Okay, so that's for the adductors. The next one I usually do is crisscross applesauce. Back in like kindergarten, I remember being able to do this. So now that I'm older, I still want to be able to do it. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna put one leg behind the other, but make sure they're kind of even, okay? So make sure this ankle is under this knee and this ankle is under this knee, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of lean forward because we're gonna try to stretch our gluteus medius muscles, which is like the top side of our butts, okay? That's what we're trying to do. So right here, I put my hands together, I put my elbows on my knees, and I lean forward and I press down, not too hard and not too fast. I press down right here and then I just hold that. You're gonna feel a stretch right here on the side of your butt. And that's what we want, okay? Hold that, press down, keep breathing. It looks like I'm doing nothing, but I feel it right now. Okay, so 30 seconds of that. All right, so next one I do, just to give my knees a little break, I do my hamstrings and my calves. So very simple, I put my legs together, I keep my legs super straight, okay? And by doing this, you're gonna feel like a tingle sensation down your leg, and that's what we want because we want you to be more flexible in, stretching the hamstrings and the calves. So the key for this one is you wanna bring your toes even. So a lot of us have like duck feet, I do, and that's because of tight hip flexors, but we're working on that throughout this whole process, okay? So what we want is to do our toes up right here, and then boom, bring your, what's it called, I have bunions, but the big toe in like this, so they're flat like this, okay? So do what you gotta do, get that sweet spot, all right? And then all you're gonna do is you're gonna stretch, go as far as you can. It's okay if you can't touch your toes. It's all good, we all have different starting points. But you're gonna feel a sensation in the back of your legs, the calves and the hamstrings, okay? So go right there, reach a good point where it's like you feel it, but it's not hurting you, and hold that. and keep breathing. And over time, you will get further and further and further down your leg. Okay, 30 seconds of that. Next one, we're gonna do the quads and the hip flexors. So I just put one leg behind me. Okay, this arm's gonna be right here to the side. So this is your starting point. So if you're new to flexing, you're not gonna be very flexible in this position, so be careful. Do not go all the way down fast, okay? But there's different positions. This is modification number one. If you're just starting out, you're gonna feel it right here in the hip flexor and then right here in the quads, which is what we want, okay? But if it's too easy, you feel nothing, then you can go on your elbow, boom. And if you still feel nothing, then that's kind of like more advanced. You just lay flat. I'm not at that point yet. I'm a man. I'm very tight. I'm very wound up all over. So right here, I just stay right here. I lean back. The more you lean back, the more stretch is gonna feel. So don't go too far, too quick. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna feel in your hip flexor and your quad muscles right here. And just hold that position. Just chill. You know, clear your mind. Don't worry about anything that you got for the day. Hold for 30 seconds, keep breathing. And the key for this one is you want to keep this knee to the floor if possible. If you're starting out like that, it's all good. That just means you're tight right here, super tight. Okay, so kind of press it to the ground the whole time. 30 seconds, boom. And then opposite, same thing with this one. Okay, so foot behind, knee on the floor if possible. Then elbow or hand, and then boom, make sure you're feeling it right here. If you don't feel nothing, then that just means you need to go a little bit lower, okay? But like I said, find that sweet spot. Don't go too low too quick, okay? So 30 seconds on each side, alrighty? The next one I'm gonna do like the next 3 or 4 in the same position because I'm trying to work on my weaknesses, which is my hip flexors. So we're gonna do the reverse position of the crisscross applesauce. So whatever you're comfortable with, which is I think my right one behind, that's what I'm comfortable with. Now you're gonna switch it, okay? So actually my left one, I'm sorry. So my right one is gonna come behind. So now it's a little awkward for me, okay? But make sure they're even, ankles under the knees, okay? Then you're gonna sit up straight. We're working on our posture, okay? I notice that when I type and when I text or when I'm cooking or eating, I kind of slump over, and I'm not trying to be a hunchback when I get older, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we're gonna practice our posture this whole time. Now, what we're gonna do is we're going to stretch our chest and our neck muscles right here. I think this is called the sternocleidomastoid muscle. It's right here. So I don't know, I've found that I'm kind of tight right here. Every time I go like this, my jaw just pulls down. So I've been stretching it recently, and man, it makes a huge difference. So, like I said, we're gonna stretch the chest muscles and then the sternocleidomastoid and a little bit of biceps and forearm, okay? So with this one, put your hands behind your back, straight like this, okay? Boom. Lean back just a little bit, not too far. And you want your elbows locked out, not to the point where it's hurting you, but slightly locked out, okay? And then when you're ready, you're gonna bring your shoulders back, chest up, and then you're just gonna look all the way up and keep your jaw together. So you're pulling all right here, okay? And then you're gonna feel it right here as well in the chest tendons and muscles. And you're gonna, like I said, shoulders back, core tight, and then keep breathing. You can breathe out your nose if it makes it easier. So like I said right there, this is very beneficial, okay? 30 seconds, alrighty? The next one we're gonna do is a trunk twist. So it's kind of, you know, stretching out the core and then the side of your necks, okay? The side of your neck, sorry about that. Okay, so what we're gonna do, opposite hand on the opposite knee, okay? Other hand's gonna be right behind me, and you're gonna twist as far as you can, but sitting upright. And you're gonna feel it kind of in your back and then right here on the sides. And that's totally fine, that's what we want. Okay, so like I said, don't be slouched over. It is the easier version. I'm trying to work on our weaknesses here. So right here, boom, chest up, and then turn in that direction as far as you can. You're gonna feel it all right here on the side, and right here on the side, the oblique muscles right here as well. And hold this. Core tight, keep breathing. Boom, 30 seconds, and then reverse. Other side, chest up, keep looking. For some reason, this side is much tighter than my left side. I don't know why. Okay, so there you go. There's the core, and then there's the neck right there. All right, so the next one we're gonna do is for our tricep. So all we're gonna do is keep the same position, chest up, back straight, arm behind, and pull that tricep behind you. Okay, you're gonna feel it all right here, and that's what we want. Okay, very simple, and just pull. Not too fast, not too hard, just gentle. And slowly as time goes on, like I said, your muscle will start to relax and you can pull further. So boom, 30 seconds, and then boom. Good. Like I said, keep your back straight. You're gonna want to slouch, but don't force yourself. And then rest. Alrighty. So next one, we're gonna come on our knees. Okay. So now we're gonna be stretching our lat muscles right here. I'm sorry, I went through my chest. We're gonna stretch our lat muscles right here, a little bit of shoulders as well. Okay. So I put my knees together and I put my hands up as far as I can. I tuck in my elbows and I press my chest to the floor. And I kind of sit back on my legs, okay? And you can look down if you want. You're gonna feel it all right here. And that's what we want. We wanna loosen up that back so it's not so tight. And like I said, just keep breathing. You know, keep your core tight a little bit, but just relax, you know? Close your eyes if you want to, and just breathe. And good. Man, I'm sorry, that feels good. So that's for the lats right there. The next one I usually do for my knee tendons, because I've had a lot of knee injuries or quad injuries in my past, so I'm very tight right here. All right, so what we're gonna do is very simple. I lost my ability as a child to be able to sit on my legs or my feet, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get back to that. So what I do, I just kind of keep my fist right here and I sit back as far as I can to the point where it's like, all right, I can't go any further. If I go any further, I'm gonna injure myself. And I hold that. And it's just slowly releasing these muscles right here in the tendons. And just relax. Good, 30 seconds in that, okay? And then the last one for the day, we're gonna do the glutes again. So you've probably seen a lot of people in the gym doing this. I don't know what this move is called, but I just put my leg under my body and it's gonna kind of stretch my hip flexor and then my glutes right here. So all we're gonna do is put your elbows to the ground, right there, back kind of straight, and then just relax. You're gonna feel it all right here. That's what we want. The more your glutes are like developed or, you know, loose, the better your lower back will be. I found that out the hard way when I injured my lower back at work like 2 or 3 years ago. So like I said, 30 seconds right here, and then we're just gonna switch. Boom. Very basic, very simple. And then rest. And there you go, y'all. There's a full body routine. Like I said, I usually do this every day, but when I first started out, I was only doing like 3 times a week. And I was only doing 30-second holds, and now I'm doing 1-minute holds. I try to shoot for twice a day, but you know, everybody's schedule's different. You know, sometimes life gets in the way. So as long as you're doing at least 3 times a week, that'll be very beneficial for your overall lifestyle. If you live in San Antonio, Texas and looking for a one-on-one personal trainer, I got you. Feel free to message me about details as far as where I train my clients, my pricing, and the services that I do provide. If you do not live in San Antonio, Texas, it's all good. I also have an online coaching website where I provide custom meal plans, workout routines, or all the above, and a 4-week online coaching where everything is custom and personalized to you and your lifestyle. Like I said, my job is to help you become the best version of yourself. Feel free to message me about any other questions.